What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. Oh shit, excuse me. This is Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode. Well, a brand new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 10, episode 8. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on, y'all? All right, alrighty then. Okay. It's been a minute. It really ain't been a minute, but it's been a while since I did my Love and Marriage Huntsville lives on a Saturday because lately it's been a lot of stuff going on where I can't do it on a Saturday. I have to do it on a Sunday or something like that. Like either I'm on a trip or I had to film or something came up, or I had to go to a birthday party or something of that sort has happened to where I can't, do the lives when I want to do the lives or whatever, right? So, we're about to go ahead and get into some things. That's my dad calling. I'm gonna call him after this is over. But so we're gonna get into some things tonight. We're gonna talk about this episode. This episode was actually pretty decent tonight. I feel like I got some things to discuss and some things to talk about tonight. I really do. We're gonna get into them though. Let me see what's going on here. I see a lot of folks in the comments. Well, it ain't a lot of y'all just yet. We really just started, but just got alert. We'll do. Is anybody getting their notifications? That's the part that I'm trying to understand. Is anybody getting a notification? Because I just got a notification that this live is on, and it's been on for like too many about 2 minutes, and I just got a notification. Just got one. So people might be slow at getting their notifications today, and that is all right. We still gonna get it through. I got mine just now. What is going on with YouTube? What is going on with YouTube right about now? Because they beginning to piss me the motherfucker off, okay? Like, they're seriously starting to piss me off. Like, people don't be knowing that I'm dropping videos and stuff like that. I hate it when that shit happens because people be missing out on the content. So, I make sure to resubscribe every 2 to 3 days because we know how YouTube do. Exactly. No, I didn't get mine, but I watched T and he said you would be on at 10:30. Well, shout out to my best friend for, letting the people know that I'm about to go live. Because, he go live first, I go live right after him. So that's normally how that shit goes. You feel what I'm saying? So, y'all know we get this thing started by the 5-minute mark. We do. I went to work today, came home, took a nap, met up with my friend Tiffany. She was in town from Benton Harbor. We went to this pizza place out in East Point today and had a good time. Then I got here, watched Love and Marriage Huntsville, went up to the store, got me some to drink, and then I brought my ass back here in time to do this live. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna call you back. Why are you calling me so late anyway? I'm gonna call you back. But yeah, so that's just the basis of that. Let me see. I got mine. Oh, it's out there. Don't always get them. Right. Everybody don't always get these notifications. They don't, but I'm gonna make sure to call my dad when this is over because he just won't stop calling me. Yes, that's the name of the pizza place, Tan Boys. That was the name of the pizza place that we went to today. And we were there, and while we were there, I was like, this could be another place for us to film this show at. This could be a place for us to film this show. So we're gonna see what's going on here. We're gonna see what's going on. Scotty, please give us a rating on this episode at the end of it. I'm curious to hear what you'd rate it. Okay. But we're at the 5-minute mark now, so let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. Let's go ahead. So, as y'all know, I keep my notes on my phone. These are my notes. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. So we're gonna open this thing up with Chris and Martell, y'all. Okay. Now, Martell was at this house. He's measuring shit, trying to see what type of furniture can fit in the house. And he's getting the house ready for Ariane and the children. Okay. He's still, dating Ariane. He's making her his official girl, but he doesn't want to live with her right now until he knows that they're going to get married. So right now, that is basically what's on his mind. Marriage is on his mind, and he wants to make sure that that is what's going on for them. Like, marriage is what's important, apparently. So, Chris comes to the house, and he was thinking that, I guess he thought that he was finna move in or he was finna sell the property, but he was like, no, Ariane and the kids are gonna move in here. And then that's when Chris was like, you gonna move in too? And then he was like, no, it's just for them. We're not gonna move in together until we are married. Like, that's the only thing. I don't think that it's just something about Martell in this whole relationship that he got going on with Ariane. It's just like, are y'all really in a relationship, or are y'all just fucking and y'all are just good friends with benefits? Because I don't know, but I can't say that she can't be taken seriously by him, because I've seen it happen many times. But I mean, I'm just not really sure about that. I don't know, but whatever. Let's continue. So Martell said that he's hoping for the best. I mean, but like I said, if Ariana's who he's with and wants to be with, then that's him. And can't nobody really be mad at that. Now, can we? Saints and sinners that moved on with her life. Time for Martell to move on with his. Chris is saying that Martell is acting like Ken, and that he been hanging around Ken for far too long. And I don't really think that Martell is acting nothing like Ken. I think that Ken is a better man than Martell, and he's also a better fool than Martell. But that's a whole nother story. Hey T. But yeah, I don't think that he's anything like Ken. Ken is way more responsible, in my opinion, than Martell is. But at the same time, like I just said, Ken's just a bigger fool, literally, than Martell is. They talk about Lance having a new baby, and Chris was like, yeah, I think that Lance got his head on straight, but he just made the wrong decisions. And we be trying to talk to these kids and they don't listen, just like I tried to talk to you and your ass didn't listen. So we already see what happened with that. So they laugh about that. So then that's when Martell says that he's had it up to here with Marceau. He's tired of Marceau. He's had it up to here with Marceau. But one thing that really made me tickle was when Chris said you and Marceau was sitting there arguing like two bitches. When I say I hollered when he said that, because they do sit up and argue like two catty bitches. They do argue like bitches all fucking day. It's like they do backbiting stuff to each other. Then one on one to come back and try to make things right and be cordial and do this and do that when he know he really don't mean it. He only doing this shit for the sake of the show. And my thing about it is this: if this is a reality show, be real. And what I mean by be real, if you don't like a motherfucker, don't like the motherfucker. Don't sit up here and talk about and just force this truce because we on the same show. Absolutely not. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And I'm not going to like you for the sake of a show, because you're going to see it in my face. I'm not one to fake, and I'm not one to play games with people. Like, this whole thing with Marceau just needs to be over. Too much has been done, and they don't need to be trying to be cool. I don't give a fuck what it's about. So then Martell says that Marceau is a compulsive liar. I think that you are a compulsive liar as well. And I think that Marceau lies too. Both of y'all be lying. Both of y'all don't keep it 100 about shit. So to me, it's like, it's two liars trying to cancel out the other. I just feel like Marceau is a more likable liar than you, but that's just what it is. So if Marceau is a compulsive liar, then I don't really know what more do you want. But we're going to get more into that when we get towards the end of the show. He said that he's more so offended by Marceau speaking on Ariane and his ex-wife. So that's where most of his defense has come in. But my thing is this: Tisha didn't say nothing about you. So why did you bring Tisha up? So because he said he made jokes about Ariane, or he said something about Mel, that means that you decided to throw in some shit about Tisha that you just made up? Because I don't believe nothing you said about Tisha. But you just decided to throw that out there and shit like that. I just feel like Marceau was a weak ass nigga anyway, because the way that you was talking down on Tisha, it deserved hands, feet, and knees put on your ass. Because ain't no way in the motherfucking hell you would have been able to talk about my nigga like that. Okay? Without me putting my hands on you. period, because you was mad disrespectful. And I know that violence ain't the answer. It's not the answer for everything, but in some in some instances, hands need to be put on a bitch. And Martell has done so many things to these folks on this show that he really deserves hands to be put on him. I mean, I wasn't even mad when Saints and Sinners threw that damn glass over his head at Neil and Chris' house back in season 2. I promise you I wasn't mad. So it's just like he need to put his hands, somebody need to put hands on him for real. Like, seriously. Martell says that he doesn't have an issue with Maurice. He doesn't have an issue with Maurice. Maurice is just an ass kisser. And my thing about it is, I don't know why Maurice trying so hard to be cool with Martell and make Marceau be cool with Martell. Martell has disrespected both of y'all, has disrespected both of your wives. He kept on calling Kimmy a side chick. He said that Tisha was a hoe, and you still trying to be cool with this man? You still trying to be cool with him? That be the part that I don't understand. Martell's all the time disrespects y'all wives, and y'all still be trying to be cool with this nigga. That's the shit that I don't get, and that's the shit that I don't like. But okay, both of y'all some bitch ass niggas, because I wouldn't be trying to be cool with him. Chris thinks that it should just be Martell and Marceau to have the conversation, because he feels like when other people get involved, then the conversation goes another way. I do agree with Chris on that. So we get into Ken and Will. Every time I see Ken on my motherfucking screen, I be like this. That'll never be me, because I'm smart enough to know when I'm not being played. Ken, Trish is using you. She don't want you. That's all I was saying the entire time I was sitting there looking at that scene with Ken and Will. She don't want you. And you don't see that she don't want you. Like, I think I'm gonna say that every time it's a scene with Ken, Trisha, or anything dealing with them too. I'm gonna say that every single time. But Ken says that Trish is embarrassing him. You think? You think? She been embarrassing you, honey. She been embarrassing you. I'm trying to understand, when was you gonna figure it out? She been embarrassing you. Trish don't want you. Okay, she likes the protection that you give her. She likes the security that you give her. But otherwise, she don't want to marry you, and she don't want to be with you. She really want to be by herself. But because you are a dark-skinned man with a big chest, big arms, probably got a big dick too, and you probably dick her down real good, and then you pay all her bills, take care of her kids. That is what those are the perks of being with you. But really, she really don't want to be with you, and that's why you feel embarrassed, because you spending all your time protecting and providing for her when she ain't doing nothing but giving you her ass to kiss and the trauma to go with it. That's exactly what she doing, and you're settling. And you don't really deserve nobody like Trisha, to be honest. There's a lot of women that would love to have a man like Ken. He stepped in, picking up the slack from your soon-to-be ex-husband and all this other stuff, taking care of your kids, giving one of your kids a fucking car, paying your bills, making sure you don't have to do anything. And this is how you treat them. So I don't understand that. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just trying to get what you got going on, but okay. He says that she needs help. She do. She's not over her trauma that happened with Marquez. She's not over that. And not only that, she has a whole lot of other things that's going on. And it's kind of like, she needs to go to therapy before she gets married to anybody. And she should have went to therapy before she got with Ken. Because don't nobody got time to be your trauma dumpster. You're not going to sit up here and make me your drama-filled landfill, giving me all your motherfucking your trauma and your drama, and making it seem like, this is what I deserve. Absolutely not. I don't have to deal with your trauma or anything like that. I could be there to console you and help you through it. But I don't need you dumping your shit on me, especially when you're not even trying to heal on your own. You like this bullshit, honestly. You like to fight back and forth from Marquez. You like to do that. Don't nobody got time for that bullshit. You're not over the situation. So because you're not over it, you're making me pay for the mistakes that another man has made. Like that's just it. She don't want to commit. She don't want to be married. And I think that at this point, you need to realize that and move on with your own damn life, because at the end of the day, it's not really worth anything. This relationship is really not serving you. It's serving her more than it's serving you. And that's just being honest. He says that they either need to find a solution or end their friendship. The whole fight that happened during his podcast filming was the last straw for him. And he says that he's already been trying to talk to realtors, looking for another home already, because he's already thinking about the next steps in his life. And those, next steps in his life doesn't involve her. So he's already making moves that doesn't really involve her. To be honest, you talk a good game, Ken, but you a damn fool, because you're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. Like, you're trying to talk yourself off a ledge right now. And you trying to, and Will sitting up here listening to you with his fine ass. Will sitting up here listening to everything that you're saying. And he probably he probably agrees with what the fuck I'm saying. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. That's the whole point. You ain't going nowhere. So what you talking about? Like, I feel like, I honestly feel like Ken be sitting up in his car at night when he get home from the gym. Before he walks in the house, he probably be sitting up in his car like this. Sometimes when I'm alone, I feel sad. I know you leave me once again and take my pride, and maybe I am the fool you call me, yeah. 'Cause I'll be here standing waiting to hear you say to me, yeah. That's what he be saying. That's what he be saying. He be saying, I am the fool you call me. Because she calling you a fucking fool. When you walk away, she probably calls you all types of motherfucking fools. And you probably know that she calls you a fool. So you sit up in that car and you be like, I am the fool you call me. Okay? Because I will be here standing and waiting to hear you say to me. Okay? Like, this girl, Ken, you're wasting your time. I know that you're ready to love forever. Hey, love, now come and love me forevermore. I know, but it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Ken says that they keep going back and forth. Duh, because you're allowing the back and forth to happen. You own that Aaliyah shit. Back, forth and forth. That's what you own. That's what you own. And you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. Ken says that if he leaves, then he's going to be the bad guy. A lot of times when they get into arguments and she says, well, you can leave, you can do this, you can go. And when he does choose to leave, then it's like she blames him or gets mad at him or try to make him the bad guy for leaving. That's emotional manipulation. Girl, you told me to leave. You told me to leave. So what are you talking about? How am I the bad guy because I'm doing what you asked me to? You told me to leave. So what's going on here? Like, what's the tea? What's going on? He says that Trish needs a lot of therapy, but if she doesn't get it, he's out. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere because you keep on saying she need to find a solution or we're going to end the relationship. Then you say, if she don't get therapy, then you're going to leave. You got to pick which one you're going to use as far as what's going to make you leave. Because you acting like you are in an emotionally abusive relationship with this woman and you're finding it hard to leave. You're going to have to figure something out for your own self because ain't nobody finna be feeling sorry for your ass at all. No one's finna feel sorry for you. You a big ass man allowing this woman to run you. And you are the fool we call you. The girl's using you. She don't want you. And until you realize that, you're going to continue to be in that same situation. Like, for real. So it's just like, honey, you're going to have to learn how to make yourself happy, because Trisha clearly ain't making you happy. You trying to make her happy and it ain't making you happy. So if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. That's just how I feel about it. Moving on. So we get into this scene with Marceau and Macy. I must say that I really enjoyed this scene with Marceau and Macy. Now, of course, this particular segment of this live is going to be shorter than any of the other segments, because let's be real, like, yeah, love the scene, but it ain't a lot to dive into. But he gets a pedicure with Macy. They play Never Have I Ever. Then they start talking about Macy dating his little boy, and Macy saying that Tisha is the foundation. And let me see. Marceau even has like this tender moment with Macy. I like seeing scenes like that. You know, I grew up without my dad. And although me and my dad are good, you know, seeing stuff like seeing fathers on TV like Marceau and seeing how they really, really are there for their kids and really are available and present to have those kind of pep talks with them. You know, that take me back to my own childhood and make me feel like, oh God, I wish I had that. You know, like that was like that I really enjoyed that, because I really love seeing fathers actually be present. Because where I'm from, they don't be present. And most of the people in my friend group, their fathers were not present. Like, we all, you know, kind of bond on, you know, not necessarily having that father be in our lives at this particular moment in time. Like, that is exactly what we have kind of, you know, bonded upon, because we all know how it feels. So it's kind of like, you know, just watching that scene and, you know, him talking about her dating and talking about the role that Tisha plays and all of that other stuff. It's kind of like, that was a good scene and a great conversation for them to have. Like, I really, really appreciated that conversation, because it was needed. It was definitely needed. And, you know, I love how he told her that no matter what, he gonna always be there for Macy, and he's never gonna be too far away. I'm so glad that he actually did that, because like, as a kid, that's all you want from your father, is to give you that reassurance that he's gonna be there for you. Like, he's gonna be sure to be there for you always. And, you know, we could talk about Marceau all we want to, and talk about the bullshit that he be saying and the gaslighting that he do, but I do think that he's a good father, and I do think that he's probably a better father than his brother is. I'm just being honest, because like, Maurice is not the best communicator when it comes down to Jalen and Monster and all that other stuff, which probably makes a lot of sense as to why Jalen preferred to talk to Marceau over Maurice. That's what I'm starting to believe. Just saying, that's what I'm starting to believe. So it is what it is. Let me see where we at. So now we get into Trish, Sharon, and Destiny. So Destiny tells the girls that she has a movie role in this independent film, and she's very happy about that. She's very happy about the role that she got, right? So she was like, a producer from her podcast, you know, told her about the role, and you know, she's taking it on and she's loving it. It's about, you know, being a street fighter and stuff like that. So she's very much so enjoying that. So then that's when Trisha says that her and Ken had to take a break. She says that Ken wants his stuff, and when he said that he wants his stuff, Xavier reacted in a bad way. And so because he reacted in a bad way, it made Trish feel away. Then Sharon says that Trish cannot use Xavier as a vessel for Ken. And Destiny was basically saying that there needs to be communication with Trisha and Ken. And here's my thing. I agree with everything that Sharon and Destiny said. I agree with something with things they both said in this particular scene. Mainly because of the simple fact that it's kind of like, you know, what's the tea? Like, what's going on? Hold on, y'all. But what was I about to say? But yeah, because it does need to be some communication. Because Trisha's not being honest about her feelings. Let me see. Destiny says that that Trish won't find no other man like Ken that's gonna do things that Ken does for her. And I was glad that somebody said it, because girl, you wasting all this time playing with this man's mind and emotions, and he's doing all of this shit for you. And my thing about it is, you ain't gonna find no other nigga that's gonna do that. It's not too many out there that's gonna deal with your shit and put up with your shit when they're providing for you. Like, they're not gonna do that. So what are you talking about? Like what's exactly going on? And then like Sharon and Destiny was giving it to her. Like, they were giving it to her for real, and that's just the truth. Sharon and Destiny says that Ken doesn't feel validated. He probably don't feel validated because he's not being validated. You know, he's not being validated. He's not given a proper support from Trish with everything that he does for her. He's not really getting that support that he probably thinks that he should get. And she doesn't validate the things that he does for her and her kids. Trish says that Ken's aggression is the biggest issue and it doesn't agree with her trauma. And that's something that they both need to go to therapy for. Ken needs to work on his aggression. Trish needs to work on her trauma responses. That's just what it is. Like, neither one of them really are perfect. Now one of them are, and they both got some shit with them. But I do feel like Trish is the biggest offender in my eyes. She's really the biggest offender, honestly. Destiny says that Trish is bringing the same energy from her past marriage into her relationship with Ken. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's bringing in all of this emotional baggage from her last relationship, all this emotional baggage, bringing it to this damn man who really ain't doing nothing but trying to do emotional cleanup, which he should not be doing, but because that ain't doing nothing but fucking him up. But he's trying to do a bunch of emotional clean and trying to make sure that she's doing good and doing right and all this other shit. But in the same damn breath, it's like, girl, what's up? Like, what are we doing here? You know, it's like you wasting your time with her, you know, because it's not fair to Ken that she's bringing all this emotional baggage into this relationship. Don't nobody want nobody like that. So then Destiny says that Trish doesn't think that Ken will leave her, and that's why she does the thing that she does. Once again, another good point. And I don't even think that Trish don't think that Ken ain't gonna leave her. She knows Ken ain't going nowhere. Ken can talk all the most shit as he wants, but he's not gonna go nowhere. And she know that he not going nowhere, and that's why she does the shit that she do. That's why she does. That's why she does the shit that she do right now, because she already know that he ain't going nowhere. He might cry, whine, bitch about the shit that she's doing, but she knows that Ken ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Sharon says that Trish needs to fight for her man. She do, but I feel like she probably thinks that she really don't have to fight for Ken because she already got him on a puppet string. She got him on a string. And he's her puppet, and he's moving the way that she wants him to move. And it's crazy. So it is what it is. Let's see. So now we get into this last scene of the night. And that was Martell and Marceau, child. This scene irked the hell out of me. Martell says that he's trying to get past the mess, right? But my thing is, how are you trying to get past the mess? Excuse me. How are you trying to get past the mess? And you just did this whole interview with this piglet looking lady who says that she fucked Marceau. You did it with your mistress, and you expect for Marceau to get past the mess with you. You crossed too many lines. You talked about his wife like she was some random hoe on the street. Like you've said and done a lot of things. So I don't really understand why you feel like he wants to get past the mess. And he gonna ask Marceau to think about the past and think about where they were when they were really good friends. We don't want to think about that because that doesn't matter anymore. That has been dismantled because of you and the shit that you have done. So that's when Marceau says he remembers when Martell was a good friend for 4 years, but now Martell's been bashing him for 7 years. And it's like a good outweighs the bad. You were a good friend for 4 years, but you have been a bad enemy for 7. Why would I want to be friends with you again? Why would I want to fuck with you again? Why would I want to be in your presence like that again? Why would I want to break bread with you ever again when you've already shown me that we're enemies? We're not friends. And the shit that you've done to me, it shows that you hate me. And I don't care if we used to be friends and now we're not fucking with each other no more. It's so many people that I don't fuck with no more, but I would never go to the gutter like that with them because at one point in time I actually cared about them. So if I could go that low with a motherfucker after we fall out, then that means I never gave a fuck about you in the first place, and I've been waiting for a moment to just air your ass out there and put you on blast. And I think that that's the type of person that Martell is, and nobody wants to be friends with a bitch ass nigga like that. Nobody wants that type of person in their life. They shouldn't anyway. Martell says that Marceau lies all the time, that he's a compulsive liar. So if he's a liar, why you want to be cool with him? If Martell is a big ass liar, if Marceau is a big liar, why you want to be cool with him? Why are we sitting down having this conversation if he's such a fucking liar? That's the part I'm trying to figure out and understand. He a liar, but you want to have this conversation with him. For what? To keep your place on the show? Because you know you need more people to film with? Okay. They discuss Destiny's Field Day. And then Marceau says that, and they go back and forth about that. And Marceau said Tisha didn't say anything about Martell at that moment for Martell to bring Tisha into that. And Tisha really didn't say anything about Martell at all. He just threw Tisha in there. Like he threw her in there, basically. So then Marceau says they're never going to have a true resolution. He don't really want no apology because Martell apologizes all the time and goes right back to Martellin again, and he ain't got time for that. He knows, and he expects him to do the same shit that he always does. So why in the hell should I take your apology and take you back as a friend? And I really feel like that is the truth. Why should I take you back as a motherfucking friend when you have already shown me the type of person you are, and you have already shown me that you don't care about me? Because it's not about me. It's about you and how you fucked up our friendship. That's what this is about. It's not about anything that I've ever said to you. It's not about anything that I've ever supposedly done to you. It's about the shit that you have done to fuck up our damn relationship. You fucked that shit up. You fucked it up and you put us in a bad damn place. So by you putting us in a bad place, what do you expect? Do you really expect for us to be good? Did you really expect for us to be good? Ain't no way we're going to be good, though. We're never going to be good because you fucked it up. You fucked it up. You chose to take some woman, some random ass bitch and interview them and all that other shit. You chose to do that. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand his logic. Like you doing the same thing that he's calling you out for doing, like the same shit. Martell says that he's taking accountability for everything that he did. You ain't taking no accountability. Like I said, you just want to be on this show, and that's just it. Marceau says, stop talking about him. And then Martell says they both agree to not talk about each other. We'll see how long this so-called truce lasts, because I just feel like this is just a ploy for them to be in the group setting with one another on this show and be cool. Like I said, this is a reality show. If these bitch ass niggas don't like each other, then they just don't like each other, bruh. Like, why we faking? Like, why the fuck are we faking about this shit? There's nothing to fake about. Like what we talking about? What we talking about here? It's kind of it's slightly ridiculous if you ask me. Like it is, honestly, because it's like, you know, you say this man a compulsive liar, you don't like him, you don't fuck with him, all this other shit, and here you are begging for his forgiveness. So it's like, it's annoying, and don't nobody really got time for any of that shit. I would never want to be friends with the likes of a motherfucking Martell ever. And like I said before, that's what the fuck you bitches get, because y'all sat up there and y'all played games and shit, and y'all knew that this man wasn't shit, but y'all was still rolling with him and still on his motherfucking side and stuff. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, what we talking about? What we talking about? So I don't know, but that's all I really got for this, y'all. I'm out of here. I will see you guys. I hope y'all. Oh, Michelle asked me to grade this episode. I'm gonna give this episode a B. For the most part. As a matter of fact, no, I give it an A, because although my review was not that long, it was still a good episode. Like, I loved seeing Sharon and Destiny hold Trish accountable. I love seeing Marceau stand on how he felt about Martell in that scene. Like, I liked all of that. So I really appreciated all this shit that we got tonight. I do. I enjoyed this episode. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I enjoyed it. But with that being said, y'all, you know what I got to do first before we go. My book comes out on September the 23rd, and it will be on Kindle Books and Amazon. So be on the lookout for it on September the 23rd, y'all. Let's get this book to the top 80. Let's get it to the top 80. That's what me and my publisher is really looking for, is for the book to be in the top 80. We really need that to be in the top 80, y'all. I would love to see it in the top 80. Now, as far as the pre-order is concerned, the pre-orders for the ebooks is available now on Amazon. All you gotta do is type in the name of the book and then you will see it. And then if you want a signed physical copy, the pre-orders, you have to pre-order through PayPal for the signed physical copy. Payne just shared the link to the PayPal one, so you guys can get it, okay? But with that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, y'all, your boys up out here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Cause I know what I want. I guess I could pray to the man up above. Start a new path with unconditional love. I can build a new life out of this mess. Moving on to a place free from the stress. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. All of my life, and you know it hit the worst when it starts with the night. I'm the type of nigga shit that can speak for itself. See, I'm a bad little nigga with his heart as well. Say it best from the heart, so it beating is felt. Just a sense to see you smile, so more body can melt. With the cause is dealt, nigga, I was just wishing. Can I be the only bad bitch that you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the I be the only bad bitch you hitting like?